Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Foundry review, and today we are going to be reviewing the wonderful Fallout series. Today, I am Kyler, joined by John and Sly. Boys, how are we doing?
We're doing good.
Spectacular, brother.
The show.
Good. So today, we are going to be dwelling into the past. The episode The Past, if you will.
Dwelling. You're funny.
Puns on puns, brother. He's nailing it today.
That was pretty good. Yeah, this show fucking rules, man. Like, it's better and better. Yeah, let's start with a bang with Maximus being a fucking idiot. So, you know.
Well, we're having a good time. There's like a fire, we're laughing, and he gets to like brand the dude. Like that's always great,
Do you think he did that like on purpose? He's like, oh, I'm gonna brand him thinking that I'm a
personally, I probably would have revealed myself first before I branded you, because I feel like that's just like a kick to the nuts, like a metaphorical one, if you will.
Yeah, it's very. You could tell he's riddled with doubt or like guilt. So it's like, why'd you do it?
I don't know. Why did he lie for so long?
Right?
I don't
because
get
power
it.
Armor, baby.
I know, right? See, you understand it now. You think that he's just doing it like for the sake of brother. No, he's doing it for power because he's felt weak his entire life. Good. Yeah. So he's just doing it for power. That's not a good thing. That's what bullies do. That's not good. You know, the whole Spider-Man thing. It's like, oh, if you needed the suit to begin with, you don't deserve it.
Yep.
You know?
Well, hey, that ties in perfectly with what we saw in the third episode. Remember the whole point of what they did to him. Remember when that guy comes, he's like, yeah, we used to bully the shit out of him. Missed the guy, but he never got a chance to bully someone else. Oh, well, here's his chance.
Yeah, he's fucking, and that's all he cares about. There's like, oh, like, I think, like, I get it. Like, I think he wants to fucking bring back the target so he can be named a knight. And I was like, I'm like, that's just more about you. That's just all about you, dude. And I'm like, that's not a good thing. And then even like when he's like, oh, I'm gonna go tell on you, I'm like, yeah, because he's fucking pretending to be someone else, and his new best bud is gonna like, I'm leaving with the target, and he's gonna try to fucking kill him. Like, that's not a good guy. That's not what a good person does. That dude did not do anything wrong to deserve to be murdered or death. Like, yeah, he's a prick and he was a bully, and he was gonna fucking rain on his parade, but he did not deserve to die. No. Fuck Maximus. He's a prick, dude. I do not like him. I'm so waiting for the episode for them to be like, actually, you enjoy Maximus now. He's a cool guy. But it has not come yet. For me, at least. So, Kyler,
yeah, right now he's just kind of like soldiering on doing... No, I can't defend him too much this episode because he is a piece of shit. Like, he turned the dude's leg into like an empty roll of toothpaste.
Yeah, no, he crushed that thing.
That shit was gnarly, dude. Like,
he looked like
I don't think we actually got to like see it this episode, but it was gnarly.
It was Jimmy's leg from like South Park, just like squashed it.
Oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not good. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, another dick moment, and it's really funny because he combated it. Of course, the man in power armor was defeated once again. What a great night.
Yeah, I thought the little key thing the dude did was interesting to like unlock the fusion core, but I thought that was a cool aspect, like a thing you can do in the games, like sneak up and like steal it, basically.
I agree.
Basically useless.
Yeah, and then he was just locked in place and couldn't do anything, and I'm like, that's fucking funny. And,
yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, luckily Lucy was just kind of strolling around doing her thing. She's all loaded up with her new gear.
So, do you guys personally think like rad roaches would have been able to get through the suit?
No.
I mean, it seems like they were, but
no, I don't feel like they were. If it was the video game type of shit, no.
But yeah, no, Lucy coming up, especially all like half dazed and fucking confused, killing those rad roaches was really cool.
Oh yeah, because she was getting irradiated as a motherfucker.
Probably drinking all that nasty water.
Eating
all that ass jerky. Too much.
Yep. Well, you know what it does to a motherfucker? That. So they agreed to help each other out and stuff and whatnot, which is great. Had some more great moments in the vault. This was pretty much the highlight for me, was seeing what was going on in the vault, which you didn't see a whole lot of it, but the whole episode was just mainly just Lucy and Maximus bonding, kind of walking through everything. We saw a huge, what do you call it, a huge New Vegas reference, and they walked up upon a...
Well, like Fallout 1 to New Vegas. So, yeah, Shady Sands was apparently blown up or something somehow. So, like,
big old bombs.
Yeah, like, New California Republic is probably remnants now, and not really anymore.
That shit.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting to see that it was, like, destroyed, was, like, the closest to a form of government that we've seen in the later Fallout games. Not sure about 1 or 2, but I thought that was really interesting. How it was just like gigantic bombs, because they've talked about bombs before and whatnot. So it was interesting for them to like, that's the bombs. They're like, there were new bombs you get to see, because you've seen like a little like a what am I
Oh
trying to
yeah,
say?
no,
Like
you're talking about whenever he was talking, or she was like, "Can you tell me about the last like 200 years?" And he's like, "When the bombs fell," and he's like, "The bombs fell when I was a kid." Like
Yeah.
that, when he, the fridge and stuff. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, and she has that shocked realization where she feels like her life's been a waste because Reclamation Day. She's like, "No, we were supposed to come out and build settlements." And he's
Oh,
like,
yeah, really good point.
That shit already happened, brother. Like, you missed it.
Yeah,
and then
society rebuilt and it fell again.
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's gotta hurt, man. Oh.
That's the funniest thing about that, is just like, it did happen and it fell again.
Question is why? Why did it fall the second time?
And Lucy had another realization that people suck in there in the world, which is fucking funny, because it's
that
like
bridge scene.
Yeah, that was like super dramatic, kind of for no goddamn reason. But Maximus took it like a fucking badass though. He got shot, no sold it, killed motherfuckers, didn't care. He handed the gun right back to her, and then just get moving.
I do have a complaint about that scene. He seemed too intelligent compared to the way his character's
Yeah, I
been
feel
the
like
whole
he should be
show.
quite naive in that situation. But
Yeah.
I was very impressed with it.
Like, she's the gullible one, 100%, because she sees the best in everybody. But he has not come across as someone who's, like, tactically savvy and situationally aware.
Well, hang on now. Let's talk about the Yao Guai and the 10mm pistol, okay?
Come on, man. He was in bad, so don't count.
Okay.
That was pretty funny.
That's fair. That's fair.
It was quite.
But yeah, no,
distracting
he
as well.
was aces with the shooting, dude. It was solid.
Yeah, I thought that was just a scene. Wasn't super impressive. A lot of Maximus on this episode. I don't hold that in high regard because of that. Like I said, at the very end of the episode, they get they get a big old hospital, and we'll be talking. Yeah, they get in there, and then we see Norm and cousin fucker doing some more shady stuff around the vault. And while a vote is being held there for a new overseer, and the two younger vault dwellers who are just kind of doing their thing, they kind of get shafted, and the older gal Betty, correct? Is that her name?
Yeah,
she gets voted in, and Norm is extremely suspicious of her, and starts to be extremely suspicious of everyone from like 31, from Vault 31. And she does he straight up ask her like, "Hey, could anyone have gotten hold of my mother's like pit boy?" And she's like, "Nope,
Yeah.
it was buried with her." And
I think she said she was there. She buried her.
Which is like really alarming. I'm like, did fucking she do something? Was there foul play type of shit like that? And then she announced like, "Hey, we're gonna have a new program. We're gonna be living in Vault 32." And Norm's like, "Why would we live in there? It's horrifying with all the dead people." Just kidding. They cleaned it up and hid all the evidence and destroyed the Overseer computer. So everything that Norm did and saw was all erased, and he's got a bunch of big old conspiracy on his shoulders that he has to hold on to. So a big old situation there.
Yeah, I thought like that transition was cool, seeing like the clean and dirty vaults with like the bodies and stuff in there.
Yes, yeah,
It was
those transition scenes were fucking cinematic as hell, dude. Yeah, you
could
see
the look on his face. It was just
oh
like,
yeah, he was horrified.
What the hell?
I love the
The other dude was
foosball.
just baffled.
The
I just
foosball
love how he
table,
focuses on the food. Yeah, the foosball
The
table.
foosball. It's
'Cause,
got a
like,
little
he
bit of-
remembers, like, that shit was in some dude's torso.
a little bit of blood on there too and shit. So
The
good.
toaster is
there
what
was still
killed
blood
me.
on
I was like, Jesus Christ, dude! I don't want to put no fucking bread in that thing. Like, it just all makes me eerie because I'm like, the more you think about it, almost everywhere you've been, probably in that wasteland, something's happened that's disgusting.
Everything's
And
dead.
the fact that they polished that place spick and span and people are going to be living in it, that's just wretched. That's just, ugh.
Yeah, what else did they hide before Norm was there?
Right?
So
Oh,
something we may have glossed over in this episode or the last episode is that they told what's her face? No, they told Norm, they said like, "Yo, we're gonna put you on giving prisoners food duty," and he ended up talking to one, and he's like, the people of Vault 32 got what they deserve or something like that, and he got very curious and he was like, what they deserve, and I think that's why he went and checked it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did not mention that last.
You're right. Honestly, I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's very important to where, like, other people are aware of what happened to a degree.
If a raider is aware that, hey, there was some weird shit going on in your so-called vault, that's pretty rough.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, but not the most solidest, episode. It was fine though. We got where we were going pretty much.
I thought it was pretty interesting. It was cool seeing Shady Sands, even though no one was there.
Yeah, that kind of surprised to see the big old like kind of crater there, and be like, damn, like fucking bombs were dropped, dude. Holy shit!
Right? That place got devastated.
Then it pans out, and you see a giant sign right below that little window where they're at. It says like experiment room or something like that, or observations, or to where it kind of implies, because if you know Fallout, vaults are for experiments, and they're for different type subjects, and they're for different variables and whatnot. So you're like, oh fuck, dude.
Terrible.
Yeah, so that was that's not good. They might have got themselves in an even worse situation, which is gonna tend to happen when you're exploring the wasteland. So crazy stuff. Like I said, I think it's not a bad episode, but probably my least favorite so far.
This is where it started to falter for me, and I was like, this wasn't what I really wanted. It was okay, but it was nothing like, wow, this is keeping me hooked in.
Yeah, I agree. It was a lot of Maximus on this episode. That's all.
That might have been why we had an issue with it.
Yeah. So I'll give it a 6.5.
I'm gonna have to give this one a 6.
Ooh, oh man.
Yeah.
I'll probably give it a 7.5. I don't know. The prosperity of a new vault at the end and Shady Sands, and of course Maximus being a badass in the episode, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Taking down 2 fiends.
That's gonna be interesting though, because the next episode will probably have like the contrast of 2 vaults, kind of showing us back and forth, which is kind of weird. But yeah, we didn't get any of the ghoul this episode either. But dang, you rate this episode higher than the last one?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck's wrong with you, man? No, I'm just kidding.
The Shady Sands.
What's that medium then? Or is that in between? Well, that's the Foundry rating.
You can call it a 6.5 or a 7.
I could do 6.5.
6.5? Okay, well that's Foundry score there for that episode 5. If you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to leave a like, drop a comment down below, and let us know what you guys thought about the episode yourselves. And we'll see you. God damn it. So close, motherfucker. And we'll see you guys later. And we'll see you guys later on the next review. But until then, bye, you guys.
Bye.